Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Pretty and I'm Clarity Cuts and I welcome you all. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone's having a good day or night wherever you are in the world. And today's video is about giving your power away and how to get it back. So we'll get right into it. So I've been seeing people giving their power away continuously, to these systems, to distractions, to the chaos, to other people's opinions, other people's stories, and then they're wondering why they feel stuck or they're feeling, exhausted, angry, overstimulated, or even small. One thing we have to understand is that, no one is taking our power from us. It's not being taken. We're handing it over. Moment by moment, minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day. And it's often without even realizing that we're doing it. Every single moment of our life is showing us something. Right? Our reality is reflecting what and who we are within. It's a reflection. And our reality isn't random. It's not just happening to us. There are no coincidences here. It's always responding to you. It's responding to your thoughts, your choices, actions, inactions. The words you say, the boundaries you put in place. And every single moment, we have a choice, whether we realize it or not. So we can keep reacting. You can keep reacting, you can keep complaining, you can keep looping the same thoughts, the same conversations, the same frustrations over and over again. But the outcome will be the same. Or you can decide, that you don't accept this anymore, that you're done walking this way. Right? And that decision alone is power. Just choosing that you don't want to do this anymore. So how does power, leak? Well, watch your mind. For example, when you're driving, what are you thinking about? Something someone said yesterday? A conversation that maybe you've replayed 5 or 6 times in your mind? Is it something that you wish you would have said differently? A need to be right, perhaps? And here's what most people are missing is that a lot of this response, it's automatic. These are programmed responses. They're conditioned loops. And I've said in my previous videos, conditioning is not static. It's not set in stone. You can change it. Right? Habitual reactions running in our background. You're not choosing them. They're choosing for you. And unless you're present, you won't be able to catch everything that's happening. Presence is the key. These same thoughts, same emotional charges, same stories playing on repeat over and over again. This kind of looping doesn't stop by force. You can't force it to stop. It stops through awareness. It has to be noticed while it's happening, caught in the middle of the act. And the moment you can see it, you can't unsee it. So that's the good news. That's the turning point, because now you're no longer in the loop. You're witnessing it. And from that place, you finally have a choice. And it's not later. It's not after the movie's finished in your mind. It's right there mid-thought. Right? You can decide, I'm not continuing this any longer. I'm not going to feed this. I'm choosing differently. And it doesn't mean you're suppressing anything. Right? It's conscious interruption. It's interruption with awareness. And that's how your power starts to return. Consciously. And you must know you're not small. You're not powerless. None of us are at the mercy of the world. Maybe we were taught to believe that, but it's not true. We are creator beings. We create. We are the creators of all realities. Right? And it doesn't mean that you bypass reality. It means understanding how reality responds. And what you focus on will grow. What you emotionally invest in will multiply. Good or bad, it's indifferent. It only gives you what you're asking for. It has no bias. When you argue with anything, you bind yourself to it. Anger, being right, resentment, outrage, fear. None of these will make you sovereign. It's only going to continue your entanglement in it. And so here's the truth. Perhaps you may want to hear it, maybe not. And that's, nobody's wrong here. No one's wrong. Everyone is allowed their opinions. And it only becomes your reality if you make it your reality. Or you don't have to like it. You don't have to agree with it. But it won't become your reality if you don't take it on. The moment you absorb it emotionally, the moment you carry that energy behind it, it belongs to you then. It becomes yours. And now it's just another thing that you're going to have to transmute on top of a pile that's already there for us to do. There's a lot of work already for us to do. Their anger, fear, shame, guilt that we've got to look at and transmute. Right? Power, taking your power back isn't loud. It's not aggressive. It's not a reactive thing. There's no obsessing over it. Right? It's a choice. Just by choosing. And so you can say things like, I'm not going to feed this anymore. I'm not rehearsing this any longer in my mind. I'm not carrying this. I'm not outsourcing my inner peace or my inner state of being any longer. These are choices that you can make at any time. No right or wrong. No good time or bad time. I always say the time is now, because now is all we've got. You can choose a different thought, right? A different response. different action. And action matters. It absolutely matters. Action is movement. Movement is vibration. Vibration is frequency. And the frequency you put out there is what comes back. Right? So if you're unhappy, something needs to change. Complaining without movement is leaking your power. It's just giving your power away. Awareness without choice is stagnation. If you know something that should be done and you don't choose to do it, you're just stagnating. And we know what happens to stagnant water, right? So your life is responding to you. And your life is asking you, are you ready to take responsibility for what you're creating? Because you are creating your world. You are creating your reality. As am I, as is everyone. And our realities are interacting with each other, but we're creating what we see out there. If you don't like what you see, go in, make different choices, reclaim your power. And not with blame, but with certainty. So you don't need to fix the world. Nothing to fix here. You don't need to convince anyone of anything. Right? You don't need to fight reality either. Observe it. But stand in yourself. Right? Withdraw your attention from the things that drain you, from the things that anger you or frustrate you. You don't need to put your attention on it. Not necessary. Bring it back to what's nourishing for you. Bring it back to your body. Bring it back to grounding. All right, bring it back to something neutral. And that's it. No fixing, no analyzing, no spiritualizing anything. Just presence. Just choice. Redirection. And tell yourself, if I can see it, I don't have to feed it. Because you don't. And if you can see it, you can change it. And this works because awareness removes you from the program, right? And each time you breathe, you reset your nervous system. So make sure to breathe. Take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Reset your nervous system. Choice restores authorship. And that's how you can stop giving your power away in real time. So I've got a 30-second awareness reset. How to take your power back. And you can do this anywhere. Driving, walking, if you're sitting. If you find you're, in the middle of a conversation and all of a sudden it dawns on you, go ahead and apply this. So first, pause. Take a breath. And bring your attention to you. Notice your hands. Notice your body. Notice your breath moving in and out. That's first. Second, give it a name. Whether it's midstream conversation or you're catching yourself with the thought, give it a name that, this is an automatic loop. I stop this and I choose differently now. There's no judgments in this. Don't be hard on yourself. You've not done anything wrong. And don't attach any stories. All right, just recognize, just be there in recognition. And thirdly, interrupt softly. Don't be harsh about it. Take one slow breath in through the nose, a longer exhale through the mouth, and let the thought pass without following it. And fourth, choose again. Make a different choice now. Ask yourself, what do I choose to place my attention on right now? And place it there. Be it the road, be it your body, be it something neutral or grounding. I often go to the birth of my children. It makes me happy. And that just works for me. And it totally takes my mind off whatever was in its way. And that's it. No need to fix anything. Just be present. Be with your choice. And use redirection. Because if you can see it, you don't have to feed it. So the key is to see it. See yourself in your thought process. Or catch yourself midstream, whatever it may be that you're doing. These constant loops. And that's it. That's how you stop giving your power away in real time. So that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope there was something for you there. Reclaim your power, folks. You'll feel amazing. It's baby steps, it's small steps, little steps at a time. Right? Sending you all so much love wherever you are, morning, noon, night. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for all your support. Please, as always, take what resonates, leave the rest. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye.